Welcome to the Spud Finals as your Fredericton Canadiens get ready to take on the Tassa Ducks. Canadiens wearing the white jerseys, they are the home team. Tassa Ducks will be in the black. The Canadiens defeating the Beavers 4-2 in the semis to get here. Tassa Ducks defeated the Charlottetown Islanders to make it to this finals. They played a little earlier than us this morning. So we are getting ready for puck drop. Starting goaltender for today will be Emery Esty. And it looks like we are going to start off with Stella, McShane, Markowski, and on the blue line, Chase Stella and Miller. 15-minute periods flood after the second, so I will be stopping after that, and I guess we're going to do a quick D change, and we're going to start with Scott and Hoyt on the D. Going to come back to the Canadiens off the draw. Scott goes up softly to Stella, gets poked ahead, looking for McShane, picked up by the Ducks, and they come back the other way. That's going to be hit on the Canadiens bench. It will go down towards the Tassa end. I think it'll be just outside the Tassa end. Nope, just outside the Canadiens end. Coach Craig thinking it should be outside Tassa, and that's where they will move back to. Same 5 on for the Canadiens here. Off the draw, it goes deep into the Tassa zone, and that's Keegan Stella on the forecheck. Down into the corner it goes. They go all the way around and pick it up. Hoyt trying to get there, but now Tassa, they try to play it over. Good defensive play by Adam Scott. He's going to take that away. He's going to play it off the boards up to Stella. Stella goes to Scott. Scott driving into the Tassa zone. Down into the corner he goes. Tries to play it out front. No one home. Markowski there. He keeps it in. Markowski goes to McShane. McShane from his knees. Intercepted by the Ducks. They pick it up deep in their zone and start the breakout. Shepard tries to break that up. Off the bench comes Dara. Chase Stella. Ducks play it down low into the Canadian zone. Chase Stella gets a stick on that. McLean and Stella pops out to Shepard. Shepard comes away with it. Shepard plays it in the middle to Dara. Dara goes back to Shepard. Shepard's going to put it deep into the Tassa zone. Tassa goalie out to play it. Dara and Shepard down low. Shepard working it along the boards. Dara in to assist. Dara, and now the Tassa Ducks come away with it. They're going to come up through the middle into the neutral zone. And now good back check there by McLean. It comes back again. That is taken away. Played up the wall to Dara. Ducks have it down low. Bouncing puck comes away. It is going to be kept in at the line. Comes down in behind. And Miller gets a stick on that. Miller trying to get it to McLean. They come in and save. Second save by Esty. Puck still loose. Comes back. That goes up off the boards. Off the glass. And that was offside. No call on the play. And Stella now trying to get a stick on it. Bouncing puck gets to Shepard. Shepard fires it up to McLean. McLean gets it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick driving towards the net. He fires. That's high and wide. Goes off the glass. Tassa picks it up along the boards. Gilbert in. He gets around him. Paisley down low. Paisley to Gargano. It's going to be McDougall who picks it up. And McDougall goes off the boards. Gets it to Kirkpatrick. Plays it back. McDougall. Kirkpatrick takes a spill. McDougall under pressure down low. And that is blocked out front. Kirkpatrick gets a stick on that. He's tripped. No call on the play once again. And now Paisley fighting off a couple of Ducks. He tries to center it over. That's a save by the Ducks. They play it out. Paisley, no, off the bench. Markowski, he turns and fires. Rebound, Gargano. Can't get it on net. Down low, Tassa comes back. Markowski is there, though. Markowski's going to play it back to Scott. Scott fires it back. That's not icing. Goes down into the Tassa zone. And that's going to be picked up by McShane. McShane plays it down low. Stella, saved by the goalie, and he holds on to that one. Face-off coming up in the Tassa zone. We're going to see McShane with Stella, Markowski, Scott, and Hoyt on D. Off the draw, it goes deep into the Tassa zone, and McShane pokes it away. Stella gets a stick on it. Coming back the other way, though. Hoyt's in a foot race. Hoyt under pressure. He's going to play it back to Scott. Scott plays it up to McShane. It just goes past him back into the neutral zone. Tassa misplays it, and Markowski, and now Stella, Markowski, McShane fires. It hits a stick and goes wide. McShane trying to get it back to Markowski, goes off the wall. And the Ducks are on the way back. Bouncing puck gets played into the Ducks zone. They try to go high guy, and Shepard plays it forward to Dara. Dara loses it. Ducks pick it back up. They go for the cross ice pass. It's gonna get played down. Esty leaves it for Miller. He's go, and that was close to being offside, but no call. That goes down, picked up at the blue line by the Tassa D. They're gonna go D to D into the neutral zone. They make their way into the Canadian zone. Good defensive play by Miller, and now Shepard picks it up, gets it to McLean. McLean banks it off the boards, regathered by the Ducks. Good pressure here by Dara. Now Shepard trying to get a stick on it. Pass up into the neutral zone. Miller keeping his man to the outside. He doubles back. Dara gets a stick on it. He's going to play it down low, picked up by Stella. He quickly goes to Shepard. Shepard. He's trying to push it deep. He does. Goes for a change. Out comes Kirkpatrick. Paisley. Gargano. Gilbert. And Kirkpatrick trying to get a stick on it. Goes through. Tassa still has it. That's poked away by Gargano. And now McDougall goes to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick has that taken away. Plays back down low. And they play it back down low. McDougall's going to pick that up. He's going to fire it around looking for Gargano. Gargano comes back to the D. Gargano gets a stick. He's going to play it forward up to Kirkpatrick. And Kirkpatrick in a foot race. Kirkpatrick, he gets it down low, but the Ducks get it back. Goes off the wall. Picked back up by Gilbert. Gilbert's going to turn and fire. It's wide of the net. Down low, Gargano picks it up. Gargano now Kirkpatrick. He's going to play it deep and go for a change. Ducks making their way into the neutral zone. They go for the cross ice pass. Little too far. Pick it back up. That's Ketty. It's going to be stolen away by McShane. McShane up to Stella. He's going to that's going to be a penalty to the Ducks on the play. Great effort there by Keegan Stella. And he draws the penalty, and we will go to a power play.
You're like an absolute fucking professional.
Oh, thank you.
You're making the game so much better. I'm not moving anymore.
Oh, okay. Thanks. All right. Face-off coming up in the Duck zone. Out for the power play, we've got Stella, Markowski, McShane, and the D pairing is Hoyt and Scott. Off the draw, it's a win. It's going to come right back to Hoyt. Hoyt goes back to McShane. McShane down low. Goes to the other side. McShane still under pressure. McShane goes back to the line, fires it over to Hoyt. Hoyt down low to Markowski. Markowski gets tangled up a little bit, plays it forward. Stella's going to take that and goes back to Markowski. He's going to go back to Hoyt. Hoyt over to Scott. Scott fires it back to Hoyt. Hoyt's going to shoot. That's a save by the goalie. Tassa gets the rebound. Down low, they're going to play it in the corner. Cassa's going to try to clear it, and they do. Esty leaves it for Scott. Scott to McShane. McShane through the neutral zone goes to Stella. It goes off the end of a stick though. And that was lucky for the Canadiens as it goes off a body part there. Up to Stella again. He's got Markowski. Stella trying to get it out to Markowski. The Tassa Ducks take it away. 1 minute to play here. Going to be kept in by Miller. Miller pushes it down low. Stella trying to get there. Tassa Ducks trying to clear it out. And they do have possession. Going to be good try by Chase Stella. And now Miller. Good defensive play by Miller. And kept in though. It's going to be Stella who picks that back up. Stella with a head full of steam here coming into the zone. He plays it back to McShane. Fires, goes off a Tassa stick. 20 seconds left in the power play. Down low, Dara has come out. He's going to go down. And Tassa's going to clear it. It's going to be picked up by McLean. McLean goes for the high pass, gets it to Dara, but that's taken away, and they're going to fire it back. Right on net, and we are back even. Chase Stella gets it to Shepherd, goes under the stick. Tassa gets it back. McLean, and that's a cross-rink pass. Paisley, nice play by Paisley. Off the bench, off the boards to Shepherd. Broken up by Tassa, they go down low. And that's broken up by Paisley. Paisley gets it into the neutral zone. Ducks pick it back up. Off the bend, they go cross ice again. Paisley, that goes down into the corner. Out front, it's a save by Esty. Kirkpatrick's taken down. Down into the corner, McLean trying to get a stick on it. Now Kirkpatrick. Tassa comes back with it. Bouncing puck comes away. Stolen away by McDougall. They get it back though. And they're going to play it down low. Paisley tries to pick that up. McLean steals it away. Bouncing puck. 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes to go. McLean gets it, but it's stolen away once again. Back into the slot through everybody. And it's kept in. Gargano trying to get a stick on it. Shot. Saved by the goalie. And Emery read that one right from the point. Just over 5 to play here. Face-off coming up in the Canadian zone. We've got Gilbert, Gargano, Kirkpatrick, Scott, and Hoyt. Off the draw, it comes back to the Ducks. Gargano trying to get a stick on it. They go D to D. Kirkpatrick trying to block that. And down low is Hoyt. Hoyt takes that away. Gets it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick, he goes to Gilbert. Gilbert goes to Gargano. Gargano picked up by Scott. Scott fires it on net. Save. It goes down into the corner. Kirkpatrick trying to get there. And that comes all the way back to Hoyt. Hoyt doubles back. And now that's going to be Scott. Scott picks it up. Scott wheels. He's going for the cross ice pass to Kirkpatrick. It's intercepted. Gilbert gets that, but it's into the Canadiens bench. Face-off coming up. Just outside the Canadian zone. Inside, apologies. 4:16 to play. We're going to see Stella, McShane, Markowski. Off the draw, it's a win. McShane, and that's going to be getting up to Markowski. Markowski to Stella. Stella, one man to beat. They poke it away. It comes back. Markowski gets it back. Markowski turns, trying to get the shot off. In the slot, it's picked up by the Ducks. Coming back the other way. McDougall keeps his man out. That pass is wide. Comes back, broken up. Down low, Paisley. Paisley and McDougall. Markowski keeps his man out. They pass it back. And shot, that's wide, goes off the glass. It's going to get outside of the zone. And Stella gets a stick on that. McShane's going to pick it up. No. Stella, McShane, Tassa. McShane, Stella. McShane Ducks.
Wheel, Keith. Wheel.
Comes back the other way. Paisley trying to keep his man, and that is another save by Esty. And a little bit of shenanigans after the whistle out front, but nothing too crazy here so far. Face off in the Canadian zone. Off the draw, bouncing puck. Chase Stella tries to get there. Shepard is out, McLean. McLean working down low. Stella's gonna take that over. And the Ducks come away with it. Miller pokes that away. Dara out front, gets played back in behind the net. And that's taken away, looking for the winger, no one home. They play it back down low. And that gets poked away by Dara, but regained possession by the Ducks. That's poked away. And now McLean has it. McLean plays it out into the neutral zone. Shepard trying to get there. They play it back in. Dara and Stella working hard. Dara trying to get it up. Doesn't have much on it though. And now Shepard plays it over, looking for Dara. It's just ahead of him. They play it back the other way. Goes through a couple of people. Shot. That goes off a stick and wide of the net. Goes around the other way. Miller has room. Miller trying to, unfortunate, but lucky. All in the same breath here. Shepard. And now Keddy comes in. That's off the glass. Markowski tries to get there. Markowski to McShane. Markowski. McShane. Shot. Rebound. Oh, Sammy couldn't turn on it. That's going to come back. Coming back the other way. Good back check by Beckett McShane. And that's going to be picked up. Oh, I don't know. Interference is the call. So interference is the call on Hoyt. That's a tough call. Anyway, it is what it is, but I mean, I think that was a little soft if I'm being honest. So 1:32 to play here. Tassa's gonna go to the power play. We're home team, we can get last change. So Scott, and that's gonna get rimmed around the boards. Stella trying to get there. It's kept in by the Ducks. Stella gets a stick on that. He's gonna fire it down the ice. Yeah, interference was a call there. I don't know, I'm gonna have to watch the replay on that one. McShane, good job pressuring down low. Tassa trying to get this, and Paisley gets a stick on that. Good job by Stella, and then Paisley clears it. It's picked up in the neutral zone by Tassa. And last minute play in the first period. McDougall loses a stick. He's got to get that back. They go back up top. McShane trying to get a stick on that. Blocked out front. Not sure by who. McDougall trying to get a stick on it. They go back up top. Shot from the point. And it's Paisley, I think, who gets a stick on that. And Stella plays that down. Now McShane's coming. And Tassa goalie says, no thanks. I'll hang on to that one. And we'll see the face-off in Tassa zone. 33 seconds to play. We're still on the PK. We've got Chase, Stella, and Miller on D up top. We've got Gilbert and McLean. Tassa with it off the draw. They're gonna play it up through. Chili trying to get a stick on it. McLean tries to get a stick on it. Chase Stella keeping his man to the outside. They're gonna go back to their D. And that's McLean. They decide to go D to D. Gilbert, that's wide of the net. Tassa picks it back up. We got 5 seconds to play. 5 seconds to play, 2 seconds. That's gonna be the end of the first period. So Shots on goal after the first period is going to be Canadiens have 6, Tassa 5. We will start the second period on the PK for 28 seconds. Hang tight. All right, getting ready for the start of the second. On the PK, we've got Miller and Chase Stella up top. We're gonna see Shepard and McShane. 28 seconds left in the PK. And off the draw. The Ducks do have it. Shepard, though, gets that. And he's going to, they're offside. Shepard plays it up to McShane. Just mishandled in the neutral zone. Shepard still pressuring. Tassa slowing things down, trying to set stuff up. But we are nearing the end of this power play with 4 seconds left. And good play there. Now Beckett McShane has an opportunity. He plays it forward to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick off the end of his stick and can't capitalize on that opportunity. Coming back the other way. They're going to play it deep. It's going to come off. Este's going to play that. That's going to get played up to McShane. McShane taken down. No call on that. That goes off a stick. Kirkpatrick's going to take that up. Kirkpatrick to McShane. McShane driving towards the net. Beckett McShane just wide. I actually think it was deflected. Kirkpatrick trying to get a stick on that. It's Gargano who keeps it in. And that goes into the bodies of the Tassa player. And they come back the other way. Shot, save. Down low. Hoyt trying to get a stick on it. They go into the slot. They go back up top. Kirkpatrick, another save by Este. That's going to come into the slot. It's blocked, picked up, and it's going to be a penalty, I believe, to the Ducks. Body contact is the call. Body contact to the Ducks. Ducks going to the box. We're heading to the PK, or to the power play.